Right, well, Stevie, was a challenging game at Celtic Park at the weekend. What did you make of the game?
I thought we started well, kind of how we expected the game to go. It went. It's one of them when you go to places like that, especially Celtic, you kind of need a lot of luck to go your way. We had a couple of great saves for Jerome, and then they just kind of got the better start of the second half. And after you kind of go one down, it makes it real tough. We tried as the game went on to get back into it, but it wasn't to be. They've got a lot of quality on the pitch and then coming on as well. So tough day, but our season won't be defined by them away days.
Most supporters are probably used to seeing you, striker in the front line, but you've been asked to play midfield a few times this season. Is it something you've always had in your locker, and how did the discussion with the gaffer go when he asked you, to play like the 8, for example?
Yeah, I've played, kind of the length of the career I've had and stuff in training and stuff like that. A lot of times I've played kind of midfield roles, deeper roles on the left, etc. So it's something I've done. I've been out of favourite teams before, like down south, for example. You kind of just fill in where you're meant to in training when you're playing against the first team, or whatever, towards the end, or even coming back for injury or whatever it is. As a young boy, you kind of do it over the years, and I think the kind of older you get, the more you understand the game and kind of positions all over it. So it's somewhere I'm comfortable with. I kind of spoke to the gaffer before previously about being able to play different positions. He said that to me, and yeah, just ready to play and wherever I'm asked to play. So just enjoy being on the pitch. So whatever gives you the best chance to do that, you do the job.
Definitely. And first time we've actually spoke to you since making the move permanent here in West Lothian. What made you want to stay at Livingston following on from the back of last season? I
think how successful it was last season. Such a good group. It felt like I was a big part of kind of getting us here, and the success we had, you kind of want to reap the rewards of that in the Premier League and kind of be involved in that kind of journey as a group. So it's exciting times at the club, everything that's going on, and players coming in, obviously changes upstairs and stuff like that as well. So as a club, it's going in a great direction. It's somewhere I've got friends here, and it's a great place to kind of train and play your football. So yeah, as soon as the option was there to make it permanent, it was an easy decision for me.
And you're also one of the more experienced players, especially at this level in the squad. Is that kind of knowledge you're looking to pass on to the younger players, or maybe the less experienced at this level in the squad?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you can lead by example, even throughout training and stuff like that, we've got players who have got a wealth of experience at different levels. And especially at this level, it's one of them, going to a lot of grounds and that boys won't have done it before. The younger ones are the ones who have not played in the league. So I think it is important, the manager stresses the importance of having kind of that experience in the group. And it's something I can definitely bring. It's going to bring a lot of challenges to the league, and kind of the boys just getting used to it. But we've got off to a good start, so it's about kind of continuing that. And there'll be a lot of tough games, and it's a kind of different challenge for last season, but it's one we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And Hearts coming to Livingston this weekend. What are you expecting from them?
It'll be a tough game. I know McInnes will have them kind of fired up after the start they had to kind of last week's game, but as a whole, his teams are always tough to play against. It'll be a high intensity match, and I'm sure it'll be end to end at times where a lot on the line for both teams, trying to kind of continue the strong start to the league. But yeah, it'll be competitive, and it'll be one we're all looking forward to.
Great, and lastly, a kind of fan question. What's a Stevie May pre-match routine?
A pre-match routine? For a home game, I'll just kind of get up with a little man in the morning, let the dogs out, feed them, have a bit of porridge, maybe go for a 5-10 minute bath, just get the legs kind of warmed up for a wee stretch. Maybe once I've had a bit of porridge, maybe a bit of scrambled egg, then jump in the car, and just head through, a little podcast on, and then, back to work.
And obviously that's Down the Vale podcast that you've got on, any superstitions or anything like that you have, or?
No, not really, to be honest. I've never really been one to kind of have superstitions or do the same thing all the time. I've not been too much set on it. I have to have the same thing, I'll see a lot of players that I've got to do or got to eat the exact same thing, so I'll pretty much be oats of some sort and maybe toast and beans and unscrambled egg or something as well, a couple of meals. But